It's Jordan Mulligan from the Mulliganbrothers, and today's interview highlight is with Dr. Ivan Joseph talking about positive mindset. All of this was made possible by Mulliganbrothers.com. If you head to the link in the description, you can now buy the Mulliganbrothers t-shirts, the Mulliganbrothers hoodies, the Inspire Change hoodies, and all that good stuff. But before that, let's jump into the highlight.
How do we get someone who's struggling to, how does, if someone aspires to get into sort of the mindset that you're in, that hard-working mindset, how do you achieve that? Is that something you've always had?
No, it was not. That's why I failed out of university. I didn't have it. And I can't say, I would love to say, well, I put myself on a goal, right? That was it. For me, what happened was I hit rock bottom, right? All my friends went on to university. All my people were doing really well. And I failed and I was at the bottom. Oops, sorry. And I felt I felt the shame of it, right? The shame, the embarrassment. And so for me, I had no choice. So then when I said, okay, I could blame everybody else for why I'm there, or I could look at myself. And so when I hit rock bottom, then it was about me taking accountability, not blaming the system, not blaming the man or the woman or somebody else doing anything to me, recognizing that I was accountable for my behaviors and my actions. And that's when it started. Okay, if I'm accountable, then what am I going to do to change it? And that's how I started moving into this driven path.
Okay, I feel like I could talk to you all day and pick your brain all day, but I think this is a really good one to sort of round it up on, is accountability. Like, super important. So many people are not holding themselves accountable. So firstly, just like talk about accountability and your opinions on it, if it is important or if it's not, I'd love to know.
Yeah, well, number one, for sure it's important. I spend a lot of time blaming others. And when you blame others, then you're it's like, okay, whenever I lose a soccer game, I always think about what could I do differently? What was my preparation like? What were the decisions that I made like during the process that I would reflect on and do differently? When you recognize that you are accountable, then you don't feel like you cannot ever achieve success or excellence. Then you recognize it's in your own hands. Recognize for me that being accountable means taking ownership over your actions, your thoughts, your beliefs, your friendship group, your work ethic, all those things. It doesn't mean that somebody else can do whatever. If you're unhappy in your job, you're accountable. Make the decision and find a new job, right? I got to stay. My boss isn't. No, you're in charge. And so when I talk about accountability, it's not about blaming anybody else. It's that to recognize that you have the power and the influence to change your path, whatever that might look like. You can decide, you know what? I don't want a Porsche. I want a Honda. I don't want a Honda. I want a Porsche. So that means this is the path I'm setting on. The important piece about accountability is really hard is to give yourself grace as well. So don't say, oh, I'm accountable, and then beat yourself up about all the mistakes that you've made. Say that I'm accountable to having a learning growth mindset. I'm accountable to improving my situation. I'm accountable to X, Y, and Z. It doesn't mean that you're perfect. It doesn't mean that you're without failing, that you will be like exceptional in everything you do. It means that you're willing to try and try again until the outcome is the one that you deserve.
I love it. Dr. Ivan, thank you so much. I just want to round up on this. Is there a certain thing you would tell your younger self, advice for your younger self?
Mm-hmm. I would say this, if I could go back 20 years ago and start all over again, I would tell myself this. In this journey that you're going to be on, there are going to be some ups, there's going to be some downs. There's going to be some good days and bad days, good months, bad months, and believe it or not, some good years and bad years. But in the end, if your belief in yourself is unwavering, you will achieve everything you've dreamed of. Enjoy the ride.
And there you go, guys, an amazing piece from Dr. Ivan Joseph. I wanted to say sorry for the setup at the moment. We are on the road, we are traveling, filming lots of great new content, which was made possible by Mulliganbrothers.com. There's a link in the description if you want to help support us. You can buy the Not a Journal, the Inspire Change t-shirts, the LFG t-shirts, the Hardest Working Room t-shirts, all that good stuff. And if you want to see what I get up to on a day-to-day basis, traveling around the world, getting these interviews, head over to Instagram at Jordan Mulligan Brother, where you can see more behind the scenes. Have a blessed and productive day, go inspire some change, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.